Hello, this is your RPG Archivist. Long time no see. I thought I'd make a video just for giggles. I know I haven't dropped anything since October of 2021. It's been more than 6 months at this point. But with each acquisition, my room gets just that much smaller. So if I don't do something about it, yeah, I'm not going to have a bedroom anymore. I don't know. What is the line between collector and hoarder? I'm not really sure. Anyway, this phone is new, therefore I have a new camera. That's another reason I'm making a video. I want to see how good the new camera is. And you could consider this video brought to you by OBS. OBS is a program that allows you to stream, and it sucks. It sucks. Maybe it's, you may say, well, maybe it's a user error. Yeah, maybe it is, but this is the modern age, and all programs should be moron-proof. I am a moron. Therefore, OBS sucks. And I'm going to stick to that. So what am I doing here? Well, if you see me doing any more videos, expect a lot of miniatures right now, because I'm really into that at the moment. Check this out. This is the old Umbra Hulk from 3rd edition. Look how shiny. I used some metallic paints on him, but I didn't go full metallic. I just kind of brushed it on. I really like the effect that it made. Then I used a gloss finish on him. I've been very happy with him. I really like him. And yeah, he's not Umber. But you know what? You don't have to make your Umbra Hulks Umber. I had a friend that told me a story ages ago that the Umbra Hulk was created by TSR so they could sell the color Umber, which apparently wasn't selling very well. So they made a creature, called it the Umbra Hulk, and made sure everybody knew that the color of it was umber. Which is kind of a burnt orange color, if I remember right. Well, fast forward to the 3rd edition era, and I went, no, forget that. I want my Umbra Hulk to be blue. And I painted him blue and used some metallics, and he looked really pretty. And I liked him. And then soon afterward, they used to have these things called magazines. And that was Dragon magazine, was it? Was it Dragon? Yeah, it was either Dungeon or Dragon. And they were talking about Spelljammer, which is odd because now they're talking about Spelljammer now in the 5th edition era. They were talking about Spelljammer. And on the cover there was an Umbra Hulk. It was blue. Looked a lot like this one. Well, I think that today's Umbra Hulks in the miniatures line are much larger than this one. The proportions on this 3rd edition one is kind of wonky, but I've never minded wonkiness if it's not too bad. Look how long his arms are compared to his tiny little legs. But what I am planning to do is make a new Umbra Hulk, but it's not going to be an Umbra Hulk. This is a Reaper Miniatures. Let me see if I can find the name of this thing. There's a critter. Oh, there it is. Burrowing Behemoth. This is from the Bones Black line. Apparently, what you're supposed to be able to paint on these guys without using a primer. I don't know how true that is. I don't trust that. I'm thinking I might go over it first with this Krylon gloss to give it a prime. Somebody gave this to me, and I may as well use it. But it's also kind of sprinkling outside, and you know, any painter knows that you don't want to do something like that in the rain or in the moisture, in the humidity. And my area is constantly humid, but I don't want to do it on the inside of the house either because it's going to stink up the place. My bedroom is my workspace. I don't know how far I'm going to go with that, but let's open this sucker up. Oh my gosh. Currently, there is a Kickstarter, or they wrapped up pledges for the Kickstarter for Kickstarter 6 of the Bones line by Reaper. And I'm also seeing a lot more of those Bones USA miniatures coming out from Reaper. I am happy with the Bones USA. I love the packaging. I love that they're made in Denton, Texas again. This one, I must suspect these bones were probably made in China, maybe? I don't think it's made in the States. Maybe it's China, maybe it's not. I don't know why I keep these. Check this out. Ooh. This is unusually nice packaging. I actually have this figure in the original Bones, and he is in pieces. Whoop. Oh, dropping my water. Good thing it was in a bottle. Thing's really originally in pieces. I mean, you can see where the arms would connect. So I guess what they did is put these guys together, maybe, and packaged him. So he's all pre-packaged and not painted, pre-packaged and put together for you. Maybe one day I'll pull out one of my other Bones ones that I have squirreled away somewhere. I have already taken the opportunity of pulling out the paints that I think I am most likely to use on this. Instead of trying to recreate this blue one, which is a very nice job, I want to make him green and metallic. So I will definitely be using Emerald Green by Reaper's Msp line. I am very I like metallics. I don't know why. I've been very fond of colored metallics, and any excuse to use a colored metallic I take. Everybody's all excited about these speed paints right now. Guess what? They don't shine like metallics do. Ooh, pretty. But you may notice these are some very old paints. Look at this. These are from the old original Propane line, and I suspect, yeah, I'm gonna have to be throwing some of these away. Probably be throwing this one away too. I'll bet there's a skull in this one. Those old Reaper skulls they used to use, like these little ball bearings here. I may be using these as well. I'm thinking if the better old paints, I'm gonna put them in little dropper bottles. If I could get them to come back to life. It takes some effort sometimes to bring back some paints. But maybe I'll get there. Look at this one. This one's a Ral Partha. Do they even make Partha paints anymore? This is a nice one. I really like this color. Lantern Light. Somewhere I have some TSR. What's this one? Horizon paints? Yeah. These are really old. I've used this silver so many times. For some reason, this silver seems to hold together better than any of my other silvers that I've had. I don't know, it's lasted a long time. Yeah. So, these are the paints I plan on using. As usual, it's better to have more paints than you think you'll use than less. But you don't want to have all your paints out all at once. But I may be replacing some paints with other paints depending. This one I don't think I'll actually use at all. I mean, obviously it looks like it's dead anyway. I'll be pulling the skull out of this one. The Propane line used to use those little skulls. Excuse me. Maybe I'll stick them on a base. Maybe I won't. Let me see here. That looks like it would fit just perfect. Yeah, I think it would. I don't know. But does he really need a base? I mean, look at that. It's pretty wide already. He already looks pretty good. What's this? Huh. Made in China. Oh, disappointment. But that's changing with the Bones USA line. which again I'm happy about. Anyway, I've talked enough on this segment. I'm going to move on to the next segment, and all this stuff is going to be changed and rearranged, and I'm going to start painting probably. Alright, I am back. Let's see. I got him painted. You're supposed to be able to paint on these bones black without using a primer coat, but I never trust it. Well, this isn't technically a primer. This is that Untitled black paint, the one that had the labels peeled off. I really like this black. I put it into a bottle, actually 2 bottles. I originally put it in this one, and there wasn't enough room, so I got another one in it. So those big bottles held a lot of paint. But this paint, this black, has lasted me a good long time. And even though I thinned it down, I thought it was going to go on like a wash. Even after thinning it down, it still came out incredibly opaque and shiny, which is kind of what I want, really. I want them to be kind of shiny. But the paints I lost, let's see, Bright Gold, Dragon Gold, the Frost. And 2 of those had little Reaper skulls in them. I got them in the, whoop, I got the skulls inside this little bottle here of alcohol, and they're going to soak in there for a little bit and get you out of the way. We don't need you over here. And also lost light green, and I forget what the other one was. I think it was one of the other bottles of green, maybe. I don't know. But I checked, all these other ones seem to be okay. That's going to be nice. I use this for a palette. Hey, if you got a blister pack, use your blisters for a palette. I mean, you're going to throw them away anyway. May as well get some use out of them, right? Speaking of which, I think it is time to do the next step. Alright. If you hear any of that in the background, I got my friend's Twitch stream on. Alright. This is Propane Dragon White. And it's a little thick. Probably because it's been in the bottle for so long. I'm going to get that here. There we go. More than enough for my uses. More than enough. There we go. Add a little water there. Definitely gonna need some water. You know, hopefully I'll be able to edit this video so that you guys don't see all the boring parts. Like this one. Look at that. Get that out of there. We don't need you in there. Okay. You can see now why so many people prefer... Whoop, just dropped my brush on the floor. I wasn't going to use that brush anyway, but gotta get it up off the floor. Can I get it? Can I even reach it from this angle without having to get up? Probably not. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I should be able to reach that. You guys should see the way my room is set up. It's ridiculous. I have such a tiny space. So, I'm going to take one of my fancy brushes for made for dry brushing. I'm going to take this, bring it over here, and get it as dry as possible. See? Now this is not a zenithal highlight, though it is going to get the highlights up on the figure. And this is still too wet. Hang on. I'm going to have to pause this for just a second. Give me a moment. I think I could have gone with a smaller brush. I'm sorry, some people were starting to get loud over at my house. Anyway, not a proper zenithal highlight. In fact, I got a little bit too thick up here, up across the top. It doesn't look bad. I mean, the point of this is just to get those low parts, you know, dark and the high parts light. And I'm not really worried about where the light is coming from. A proper zenithal highlight would have it all bright up at the top, and I wouldn't have worried so much about underneath the underarms. As you can see, I didn't get all the spots, but that's really not the purpose. So what am I going to do next? You know, I'm not 100% sure. I tell you what, I am going to turn off the camera and start painting, and then come back when I get to something interesting. How's that sound? Alright, I got the base colors done now. A little muddy looking, but hey, he's not done yet. I have some crazy ideas I'm going to do with this guy. That's what my palette looks like. It's some forest green and some olive green, which comes out looking a lot more yellow, which is fine because I'm going to add yellow to the antennas and some other stuff, I think. Of course, a little white, even a tiny bit of primer, because I got my... Oh, it's not forest green, it's elven. It's elven green. A little bit of that elven green there. I put it up a ring up around it so I know what the color looks like. I went ahead and grabbed another color. This color is called Msp Sample Color. And it's funny how diverse the Msp Sample Color is, because it comes in very different colors. But this is my favorite of the sample colors. It looks kind of gray, but when you add white to it, the bluishness comes out more. And the reason I pulled this out is so when I do the base, I'm gonna start out with that and make it lighter and lighter as I dry brush some more onto it. So that's where I'm at so far. I'm going to do some weird stuff. I am planning on adding some bronze to, let me shake this up real good. This is the model color from Vallejo Bronze. See that? Let me get it in the camera. I keep forgetting the camera's on this side of the phone, so I have to be aware of that. I'm going to add a little bronze to the green, and then later add a little of this, not that one, a lot of this emerald green to the bronze, do some stuff, and add some of this gold silk maybe, a little bit of this lantern light onto something. I don't know, I'm going to figure it out. No matter what I do, it's going to come out okay. I mean, it's not going to be 100% because I'm just not an expert, but you know what? Already this is looking as good as pre-painted plastics already, so I'm not worried about it. But it's going to be fun. Anyway, I'm going to do all that off camera. BRB. Well, folks, what do you think? That is the finished product. Yeah, I didn't do too much stopping. I just got into painting the guy, and I really, really, really liked it. I kind of like the effect I did with the bronze and the green. It looks really good. I just realized that this would make a really good scarab color. In fact, Bones Kickstarter 6 has scarabs. Thought about doing something more with the eyes, but I got to a point where I'm like, do I want to risk ruining an otherwise good miniature? I don't know. I left the eyes alone. Now this guy, he had the eyes sculpted in there, so it was easy to do. But what do you think? Umbra Hulk versus Burrowing Behemoth. Sculpt-wise, I like the Behemoth better than this old third edition Umbra Hulk. He's less goofy looking, for one. He's got a little more bulk to him, so he's a little scarier. Paint-wise, I don't know. I like my old Umbra Hulk, but this guy has a little more variety in him. Yeah, I've improved. This guy was done years ago. This one, I did it today. Kind of happy with it. Look what I did with the antennas on that guy. Look at that. Look at his antennas. Meh. Whatever. It's whatever. So, in case you're wondering what colors I used, I, of course, used the Unknown Black, Ralpartha Lantern Light, let's see, Propane's Olive and Elven Green, there we go, and Propane White. You're not going to be able to find these. In fact, all the ones I just mentioned don't even exist on the market anymore. I don't know why I'm bothering to show you. Well, I guess if you look at the colors, you get an idea. I don't know. Then, Troll Flesh. Wait a minute, did I even use Troll Flesh? I didn't use Troll Flesh. Troll Flesh, go away. We don't want you. Go away, Troll Flesh. And over here we have the sample color. We use that on the base. Look at the base. That's all, the base is all the sample color with just white added to it. Very nice. Msp Emerald Green. Very, very nice. Look at that. Did the cap on it. It's very good. I mixed that in with the bronze. Might be able to tell. Which is model color from Vallejo. You get this at Hobby Lobby. Anyway, in case you cared. All I need now is put on a clear gloss. To be honest, I don't know if I want to use this ancient clear gloss. You know what? No. As soon as I get a day that's nice and sunshiny, I'll probably use this can of Krylon. Seal that sucker in real good. Assuming I get a day like that soon. I might get impatient. Who knows? Okay, so this has been your RPG Archivist. OBS still sucks, and see ya.